And now Chainlink is providing the compliance standard and identity standard.
Chainlink's going to do really well because it's now benefiting from the growth of the Bittensor ecosystem. So it's very symbiotic for both projects, creating a super platform. So if you've been following along, the entire mission of this channel is to make life-changing returns just by investing. It's the most efficient way of doing it. Hundreds of thousands of people have done it in the past. Just getting into an asset early stage, ride a massive mega trend. So we've been covering the most revolutionary assets in the blockchain space. Today, we're going to talk about how two of the highest quality, most revolutionary assets in crypto, Chainlink and TAO, are converging to create a super platform. This is massive for both assets. And it's all happening through one of Bittensor's subnets, which we can actually buy. So we're going to dive into all of that. First, let's hear from the head of Chainlink, Sergey Nazarov, about what is going on with Chainlink and what it means for Bittensor.
The stablecoin legislation from the US is kicking off a stablecoin issuance boom. That stablecoin issuance boom will include all the banks, some asset managers, and probably most tech companies. That will have a very positive impact on the blockchain industry because it'll allow more payment value, more fiat value to go on chain, which is basically expanding the market of people and addresses that can buy the tokenized assets, which is great. There's now many other asset managers that have gone on to tokenize their funds. That trend is massively accelerating. And what Chainlink does in both of these trends is it provides critical data, for example, proof of reserves for stablecoins and net asset value data for tokenized funds. And now Chainlink is providing the compliance standard and identity standard.
What he's saying is that a wall of institutional capital is moving on chain, and Chainlink is facilitating it. They are using Chainlink to securely move these tokenized assets cross chain. And so as a crypto project, you want to be hooked up to that flood of liquidity. And so enter VoidAI, subnet 106 on Bittensor. What is VoidAI? It's a multi-chain liquidity protocol enabling interoperability for Bittensor, powered by subnet 106 and Chainlink. So VoidAI reposted this from Sergey Nazarov.
CCIP on Solana is pretty exciting because it means the institutional capital that CCIP already connects to various other chains can now go to Solana. Then you also have the connection of Solana to various public chains, and its connection to these public chains means that all of the different stable coins and applications on those public chains can now use the Solana system. Also, the ability to send messages and do programmable token transfers, I think, expands what all these other smart contracts on all these other chains can do on Solana. Greatly expands the scope of all of the smart contracts and institutional use cases that can access Solana and make use of its great applications, infrastructure, speed, settlement times, all these great properties.
So the reason VoidAI is excited by what Sergey Nazarov is talking about is because VoidAI is using Chainlink's technology to connect the liquidity on Solana, soon to be the liquidity from the entire traditional financial system. It's going to connect all that to Bittensor, move into the revolutionary assets that are the Bittensor subnets. So what does that look like? Well, this is a brand new development. So they're just starting to enable the wall of capital from Solana, from traditional finance, to move on to Bittensor. VoidAI V2 Alpha Bridge and liquidity pools is now activated. You can now bridge over, provide liquidity, and easily swap TAO for alpha tokens right from Radium using your Phantom wallets. You can buy TAO subnets in your Phantom wallet. And Chainlink is the glue that's holding that all together. So VoidAI is harnessing this revolutionary Chainlink platform, using it smartly to connect liquidity to TAO subnets, right? So now we have two of the highest quality assets on the planet. We have Chainlink, and then we have the TAO ecosystem. TAO is a chain reaction in cyberspace. We cover it on this channel all the time. Unlike Bitcoin, which pays miners for providing computer hash rate, Bittensor pays miners for solving problems, quantum computing, AI model training, pharmaceutical research, the world's problems. So the most revolutionary technology on the planet, and it's a chain reaction in cyberspace, meaning it can't stop, it can't slow down. Human potential has been unleashed, and it's happening in all the different subnets. And we've been covering again how massive that is. Barry Silbert is backing it. Barry Silbert is one of the most powerful people in crypto. So he's marketing it to Wall Street. So again, VoidAI is the bridge between the world's liquidity and these subnets. And Chainlink is the middleware doing it all, right? So this is how Bittensor and Chainlink become a super platform. Obviously, Chainlink's going to benefit from the traffic. Chainlink gets paid whenever the network is used. We know it's going to be used a lot. That's the system being built. And then obviously Bittensor benefits from being connected to the world's liquidity. So VoidAI enables the bridging of TAO and alpha tokens to a variety of other chains. The bridge is secured by Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol. TAO and alpha tokens can be listed on existing DeFi applications with one line of code, right? So they're making it very easy for all the other DeFi applications to acquire and get access to these revolutionary assets.
And so it's not just Solana. Alpha tokens, Bittensor Subnet tokens will be tradable on Radium, Uniswap, and Aerodrome. Aerodrom. Aerodrome, Radium, and Uniswap.
Here's just one example of Solana being swapped for Subnet 3. Again, we cover Templar all the time. Subnet 3, revolutionary. VoidAI is making it possible. And here's a very interesting aspect of VoidAI Subnet 106. It rewards miners for providing liquidity. So what we want to be doing in this life is mine TAO emissions. There are many different subnets. Everyone's skill set can be used to mine these subnet tokens and TAO to earn it in this diverse ecosystem. The way Subnet 106 VoidAI is rewarding miners, it's rewarding miners in tokens for providing liquidity. What I need to learn is how to provide liquidity, because we're all about passive income on this channel. We're already making up to 200% APY just by staking these subnets. But if you want even more passive income, you can provide liquidity to VoidAI and earn VoidAI tokens. So that's something I need to personally learn how to do, and can cover it in a different video, or you can reach out to me on Patreon on how to do that. But that is an unbelievable opportunity. You're paying out huge rewards to miners. So miners provide liquidity. Liquidity rebalances across all chains, bootstrapping depth whenever new pools launch. So the more liquidity, the more powerful this network. Again, liquidity is what this is all about. Miners are providing liquidity, and that provides depth whenever new pools launch. So then how does this benefit the subnet token holders? Well, it happens via the dual pool treasury flywheel. It's a flywheel effect. So VoidAI channels every source of revenue, which is bridge fees, trading fees, staking yields, validator commissions, arbitrage profits, and returns from crowd loan participation into a single treasury. The treasury deploys those funds in two equal parts. Deepening liquidity pools. Half of all proceeds are seeded into TAO USDC pools on Solana, Ethereum, Base, and other platforms, ensuring ultra low slippage and substantial market depth. But then they're building Subnet 106 reserves. The other half is used to purchase and hold Subnet 106 alpha tokens, which will be used to enhance liquidity for wrapped Subnet 106 on Solana, Ethereum, Base, and other platforms. So that's really positive. That's what a lot of these subnets are doing. They're buying back their token with revenue earned. That causes buying pressure. That increases the market cap. That increases the amount of emissions that subnet earns. These operations form a compounding loop. Deeper pools generate more trading fees, which replenish the treasury, allowing further liquidity deepening and reserve accumulation. So that's the dual pool treasury flywheel. And then of course there's governance through staking the Subnet 106 alpha token. This is really important. You got to think like a billionaire. If you have billions of dollars and you want to do a takeover of a project and gain influence in the ecosystem, you want governance. A critical component of this ecosystem is token holder governance, where the community determines which new alpha trading pairs to support by staking wrapped Subnet 106 tokens in dedicated voting contracts. So there's utility of the alpha token, there's buying pressure. This subnet is leveraging revolutionary Chainlink infrastructure, solving a massive problem, connecting every other chain in the traditional financial system to Bittensor. At the same time, Chainlink's going to do really well because it's now benefiting from the growth of the Bittensor ecosystem. So it's very symbiotic for both projects, creating a super platform. That's what we're talking about. Now, in the current kind of crypto winter we're in, don't expect necessarily a lot of liquidity right away. There isn't that much liquidity in crypto currently, but liquidity enters crypto and it enters it quickly. When interest rates fall, when the global money supply pumps, which is what Donald Trump is trying to do. We cover this all the time on this channel, how they're in the process of making sure liquidity floods into the system and moves into these assets. When that happens, we get an altcoin season. What VoidAI is doing is setting up the infrastructure with Chainlink to grease the wheels for that liquidity to flood into the Bittensor ecosystem, just setting the stage for that incoming wall of capital from traditional finance and from all over the world into these assets. So if you want to learn more, there's a link in the video description to VoidAI's X page, x.com/VoidAI in the video description. Thank you for watching. Again, we're earning life-changing passive income in these assets. If you have questions about how to start earning 200% APY just for holding the best quality crypto assets on the planet, you can reach out to me on Patreon. Thank you for watching.